Hey Tom, this is a quick demo video for you. We've been messaging back and forth a little bit, but it's finally got it done. So this is your Korbanth Leia. It's a beautiful hilt. I've had a chance to install a couple of the LGT Leias, and this one feels a lot better than that one does. So it was a challenging install for me for the chassis because I found out that you don't want to be 3D modeling at 12:30 in the morning when really you should be sleeping because you forget a lot of stuff. But we got it, so we'll get right into it. This has two button setup, as you know. The main button right here is your activation button, and then you have an auxiliary button right here. So activation, auxiliary. We did set this up with NeoPixels, so you'll see get your 7-pin connector in there. You do have two screws on here for blade retention, 180 degrees from each other. So you got one right there and the other right there that we'll use in a second. But let's open this up. Version 4 of my chassis. So here is your chassis. You do have access to your board and your sound card. Your board is not glued in, it's a press fit in case you ever needed to pop it out and do anything, get to the the micro USB port or anything you want. You don't have to pop it out to pop your card in and out. So when you want to add sound fonts, there's enough room. That's why this hooded piece right here is backed up just enough where you can pop this out and take your card out and you're fine there. You do have a removable battery system. There's no plus and minus in here to tell you battery orientation, but the spring right here, that's your negative side. Don't put your battery in backwards, you'll fry the board. So remember, your spring is your negative. You do have a TCS WOW bass speaker, 28mm here. Had to sand everything, had to sand the size of it down just a hair to get it to fit in the pommel, but it does fit nice. This chassis is not glued in. Korbanth puts I don't know if you could see it, you get a small set screw right here, and then you get another one over on the other side right here. One thing I noticed about these set screws is they do take flatheads, a flathead screwdriver, a mini one. I didn't have one that small. I used my X-Acto knife here, actually broke the tip off of it and used it for a screw. Screwed it in as tight as I could. The first couple times I was screwing the pommel in. When I got to those, I did kind of go over them just a hair. It was not as smooth as I would have liked, so I tried to screw them down even tighter. You might feel just a tiny bit of resistance when you get up here, but you can go ahead and screw it in all the way, you'll be fine. So let's pop a battery in it. I'll be sending this battery to you as well. I know we've had a few discussions about batteries, so this is the battery you'll get. You need the appropriate lithium-ion charger for it.
Let go your conscious self and act on instinct.
Screw your pommel on. It is a tight fit, you'll feel that, but it does all fit in there. And we'll do we'll do the smooth swing and everything before I put a blade in to show you that it works. But activation sounds really good. Flash on flash. Auxiliary.
It may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts.
So if you were to unscrew this end cap, which you really never need to, but just to give you an idea of where the speaker's at. And you can see the speaker right there. So it has all that to travel before it gets to your sound venting right there. It does have some nice resonance to it. That's as far as you could go with a 28mm. It won't go past the threads on this end cap. So I do have a test blade here, not a full-length 1-inch diameter blade, but enough to show you what it do. We'll just slap it in here and tighten it down. Thin neck sabers, you know, they don't have a whole lot of chamber for the blade, but I do like the fact that on this guy he did put 2 set screws in it. The LGT had 4. I only used 2 on that one too because I think that's more than enough. So let me turn this light off. So this is set up a lot like your Dooku activation. Tap for blaster deflex on your auxiliary. Hold it down for blade lockup. And if you want to change color while the blade is on, hold down your auxiliary and twist your wrist.
Spectrum.
Now you can twist the hilt until you find the color that you like, the color that you want. I think actually, what did she have in the movie? We'll go with green. Tap a button when you like the color. Now as long as you keep the battery in.
If they trace the robots here, they may have learned who they sold them to, and that would lead them back home.
As long as the battery stays in and the blade, and you turn the blade off and then turn it back on, it will remember what color that you picked. But when you take the battery out and then put the battery back in, it defaults to what the color is programmed to. So this should be green. There you go. Turn that back on.
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
I'll take this back out. Just want to show you real quick about taking the battery out. It's pretty easy. Sometimes, I make chassis where it's a tight fit, or I don't have a whole lot of length, so my battery compartment will be a little pressed, or sometimes you need to use a hard piece of plastic to just kind of pop the battery out. But on this one, it's really easy. So just put your finger on the positive end right here and just pop it right out. Alright? So, hope you like it. Let me upload this to YouTube, get this demo video out to you, and I will get this saber out to you Monday morning. Thank you.